Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3dgameman.com, and today I'm looking at the NZXT Switch 810 case. Now you'll have to forgive me because I'm not unboxing this case. I had to take it out prior to the video review and make sure that everything was A-OK before I went ahead with it, but it has the typical case packaging material, a nice box, styrofoam in the case itself, so a plastic bag. Also, there's plastic wrap at the top, at the front, and on this very large window. Now let's have a closer look at this case. This is a full tower case. It's mainly white except for a few black accents which look very nice. At the top of the case there's this removable panel. To remove it, all you need to do is push at the back and slide it off. However, this panel has lots of ventilation on it. It's closed right now. All you need to do is slide this lever here at the back and it's open. Let me remove it. Push, and you can take it off. They include one 140mm exhaust fan, but you can install another two 140mm fans for a total of up to three 140mm fans. Or you can choose to have a combination of 120mm and 140mm fans. To put the panel back, simply slide it in at the front and push down at the back. The hard drive activity and power LEDs are at the top. Also, here's the power button. At the front, there are 4 USB ports. 2 are USB 2 and the other 2 are USB 3. Card reader, which is excellent. I think most cases should come with a card reader. Why only limit card readers to netbooks and notebooks? Cases need them like this as well. Very, very convenient. Headphone jack and microphone jack. Here's the reset button. And a little button here to control an LED at the back, which I will show you later. There are 4 5¼ inch drive bays. However, this one here at the top has a door. This one here at the bottom doubles as a hot swappable drive for a 3½ inch drive or a 2½ inch drive. Install the drive, slide it back in. And note the serial ATA data and power connections. Also note that the drive bay cover for the hot swappable bay has ventilation. Speaking of ventilation, there's more here at the front bottom on either side, and also a little bit of mesh right here as well. In order to take off the front panel, you'll first need to remove a removable dust filter at the bottom. Simply press right here, slide it out, then pull at the bottom. Just inside of the front bezel is a removable dust filter for the included 140mm intake fan. And look at how easy this filter is to remove. Simply press on either side here at the top. It comes right off. Now you can have up to 2 140mm fans installed, or up to 2 120mm fans installed, or a combination thereof. The left side panel has a humongous window, but the right side panel is plain. Now note that they do have ventilation at the bottom right here on both sides of the case. At the back of the case, they include one 140mm exhaust fan. However, you can choose to install an optional 120mm fan here if you wish. Here's where the motherboard's I/O shield plate gets installed. They include 9 ventilated expansion slots, 4 rubber grommeted holes to route cables and or water cooling tubes through, and note the thumb screws on both the left and right side panels. Now this is very unique. I don't know of any other case on the planet that has an LED above all of the motherboard I/O ports. Very convenient, especially in dark environments. In most situations, a case like this is underneath your desk, and it is pretty dark, and it's nice to have a light. Each side panel does come with 3 thumb screws. However, you can choose just to have one installed and release the side panel. I'll show you what I mean. So with 2 thumb screws removed on the left side panel, I still have one remaining, the center one. Just loosen it a little bit, push down, and then the panel will come off. To put it back, simply slide it back down and pop it into place. Since this is a full tower case, there's lots of room to work on the inside, and I do mean lots. Now the motherboard tray is not removable, but there are plenty of cable management holes, and note that they have rubber grommets on them. Also, there's a large hole on the motherboard tray for the cooler's retention plate and plenty of space behind the motherboard tray and the right side panel. Note that 3 of the top 5.25-inch drive bays has a toolless design. Note that there are 2 removable drive cages. 3 3.5-inch drives can go in each. And all you need to do to remove it is remove 4 thumb screws, 2 here for the bottom one, and then simply pull it out. Then they have these plastic rails, which you can install 3.5-inch drives or 2.5-inch drives on. And then once you do that, simply push it back into place. And note that they do include an accessory box. There are 6 rubber rests for the power supply to lodge on, and they include a removable power supply dust filter. To remove it, just push here at the back and pull it out. Now they include one 140mm fan. And by the way, this can swing up and down. You can position it and then use the thumb screw to keep it into that position. Same as below, except they don't include one down here. Now you can have optional 120mm fans installed as well. You can also install up to 2 140mm fans or 2 120mm fans at the bottom of the case. You can have a video card that's up to 375mm in length. However, if you have the fan installed, it's 350mm, and for full pivot on the fan, it's up to 285mm. And you can have a cooler that's up to 195mm in height. At the bottom, there are 4 large rubber feet. Behind the motherboard tray, as you can see, it is very easy to route cables. Now, they've actually routed all the wires for all of the fans that they included behind the motherboard tray, and they have this little control box here for the fan. So all you would do is take a 4-pin Molex lead from your power supply, connect it into here, and then that will power all of the fans. And you can also connect another 3 3-pin fans into this as well. Now have a listen to the stock cooling. This product has pretty much everything you should be looking for in a full tower case and then some. Plus, the styling on this is really, really nice. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.